Welcome back, YouTubians. It's your boy Cynical Young Man here again with another NBA Live 19 video. Back with Vlad to meet you, and we are back in the league again. Today we're taking on the Raptors, but unfortunately I forgot to advance the week last week, so we have got a few messages we've got to get through first. Feel free to skip through if this stuff doesn't interest you. I just thought I'd keep it in for the people who want to see it. Skip through to about the 2 minute 30 mark, I think, before the gameplay kicks in. Otherwise, hang tight, guys, and we will get to it very shortly. Again, trying to be douchebaggy, but there's only so far you can take it in this game. Yes, I forgot to do this at the end of the last video. So unfortunately we've got to go through this, and then we have to advance the week, and then old Sydney wants to have a bit of a chat as well. So yeah, unfortunately guys, we've got to go through probably another minute or so of this yet. Alternatively, like I said, you guys have got the luxury of skipping through it. But I hope everybody is having a great day anyway, loving life. Again, we had a beautiful sunny day here, which is part of the reason I live here. We get magic weather probably about 90% of the year. Queensland, Australia. So you see we're advancing the week, and then yeah, old Sydney wants to have a bit of a chat. This 150 performance grade being the hardest possible level there. They really need to adjust that. I mean, I don't remember the last time I scored anywhere near 150. I mean, it's realistically 400 plus points. Maybe in the rise when you're only playing a few minutes, but in the league when you're playing a game, it's pretty hard not to score 150 points on your game score, so I really think they need to revise those targets. Alright, just about time guys, let's go and get it. I'm sure the Raptors are going to put up a bit more of a fight, you know they're top dog. But I reckon we can take them down. Old AD, the Lakers, and Kawhi, the Clippers now, hey? And it's good that Live has updated the rosters too, by the way, guys. I don't think it's available in the one, but certainly if you're playing Live, you can use the updated rosters. Horford on the Sixers, etc. And AD has failed me again. We started off with those 2 tips, and I think since then we haven't won one. And obviously we're starting on the bench, guys, but we'll sing ourselves in. And against the Raptors, I don't want to take anything for granted. Not quite sure how good they're going to be, so I think we'll start things with basics. We'll get the post-spin moves in. You know I love my post-spin.
Look, sometimes it takes a little while to get into the flow of the game.
But starting to warm up. Try and get a little bit of dribble action on. Take that crossover and all the way.
Gets inside and the slam dunk. Woo, this rookie is a high flyer. He brings that kind of pro-am vibe to the NBA.
Gets me my steals. You know I've got to get me my steals.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for. Those are effortless.
And a little bit more slashing fun. I'm starting to get the feel for this character archetype. You'll see a little bit later on in the video. I do a few more slashing moves. Starting to get the idea of the spacing and the timing of the dribbles. It's not something I ever really did too much of with my other archetypes. Something I did a bit more with my other archetypes with these beautiful green hundos. I love those wide open spaces.
You can't give him that look.
And then, unfortunately, as what happens to me far too often, when you're stealing anywhere near the sideline, you get the steal, but it goes out, so you don't get the steal credited to you. Unlike this one, where I'll take that shit all the way, and then finish with a really lame layup. But hey, it is what it is. And like I said, the Raptors are a pretty good team, so I don't want to take anything for granted. I'm trying to play a few fundamentals just to test them out. Basic P&R all day, guys. Do not neglect the P&R. And the Pelicans are clicking, starting to get our stuff together. Beautiful passing, bit of teamwork. Lovely.
Gets to the basket and scores. Used to hear all these coaches talk about
and then the Raptors are going to run the clock out here. I'm trying to keep the end of each quarter in the video just to try and give it a little bit more of a flow, so you get a little bit more of a perspective of how the game's going. So you can see we're dominating. We're 21 up in the first quarter against the Raptors, which is pretty phenomenal, really, when you think we're only 2 points up against the Jazz. I really did expect the Raptors to give us a bit of a headache.
Desperation shot here from half court.
But we'll take a 21-point lead into the first quarter.
With the Pelicans on top, Jay and I return with more from the Big Easy. After this, you're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you.
And we're back on the bench again. Unfortunately, they bring us back, and it's like 7 or so minutes into the... There you go, 7 minutes 30 in the quarter. So, we've lost a bit of time there, but nonetheless, we shall make up for it. And there doesn't really seem to be anything doing on the play. And it all sort of breaks down, so I go, alright, revert back to what works. Try and get some space. That doesn't work. It keeps on me, so alright, we'll just go into a back down post spin. You've always got to keep your fail safe, guys. Don't force the play. And then, lovely little layup. Can't argue with that. And here we get a beautiful P&R. A nice little dribble off the back of a P&R. But Gasol is not having a bar of it. And unfortunately, that sets me on a little bit of a red streak here where absolutely nothing drops. I suddenly can't pass anymore, I can't shoot anymore, I'm starting to get double teamed. Yeah, the Raptors have had enough, and at the end of the day, Vlad's still got what it takes to make them pay. Gotta go back to basics. Gotta go back to basics. And there's nothing more basic, nothing more fundamental than a P&R. Get that mentality, get that momentum, and we're away. Unfortunately, that low 3-point rating haunts me with the perfect release still not dropping. But my man gets the putback, so that's alright. And the Raptors are pretty much just going to run the clock out here at the end of the second quarter. As you can see, we are nearly 30 points up. We are dominating once again. They've had a pretty good second quarter though. They're only down by 6 points in the second quarter. But we are so far in front that the Raptors are not coming back.
Just as the horn sounds, inching a little closer, but still down at the break. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Now, check the shooting percentage here, guys. 13 from 17, 26 points, 6 and 6, obviously, but 13 from 17. Take note of that and remember it, because have a look at the end of the game, and you will see just how diabolical my shots were in the second half. But, nonetheless. So we're on finally. There's not too much to it in the play. Dish it out. My man doesn't shoot for some reason. So alright, we've got to reset. Call the screen. Alright, set the beautiful screen. Get the push off. Give me some space. Hello, greenness, my old friend. And the Raptors are not having a bar of Vlad anymore. They're straight away double teaming me. Third quarter, instantly getting double teamed. So, dish it off. Try and get it back again. Nope, another double team. But I see my man.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim. Crowding the player's landing space,
Again, I'm getting my dribbles going. Trying to get dancing, trying to get him skating, but unfortunately it doesn't work. You can see him still on me. I'm going to be well contested, so pass out of the jumper and walk away with a sweet little assist. Now again, as I said, my shooting percentage was terrible, hence why there's only a few highlights from the third quarter. But we are still miles in front.
That's the end of the period. The Pelicans
But only 28 points, so the Raptors actually had a better quarter than us in that quarter, which says a lot about how well I played.
It's the Pelicans with the basketballs. We start from the start.
And unfortunately, as they seem to do, they sub us on with only about 5 minutes left in the game. So we run out of time to have an impact.
What a finish. Jay, that's been the story.
But we try and get some momentum going. And start having a little bit of fun. We're so far up, we know we're going to lose, so I start playing around with a few dribbles. Little boop and a bap. See you later. And again, having some fun with my dribbling. Let's go dancing, see myself on a big man and think that's a mismatch, I can take you. But Pascal's having none of it. And then again, loving that little sidestep. See you later, that's me, all the way. For some ungodly known reason, I decide to dish it off instead of just shooting. Again, I'm just pissing around at this stage, trying to get some cool footage. Not much happening. Break ankles again. Perfect timing for the release of the shot just before the buzzer. But it doesn't drop. And then again, as I said, I'm having a little bit much fun here. Get the steal. I'm just sort of pissing about instead of playing proper basketball. And unfortunately, you'll see here a beautiful sidestep. But instead of taking the shot when the lane is wide open, I dish it off. Try a little flashy assist, but it doesn't end up working. And then Marc Gasol is saying enough with your bullshit. So, calm down. Time to get some sensible stuff on and just a basic little layup with the lane wide open, which I should have done before.
And he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
And I got to get me my steals. And then I just do, again, stupid little dribble moves and don't wait for him to be free and end up shooting with the man right in front of me. Stupid stuff. Again, that shot percentage takes the biggest hit in the second half. Got them steals! And again, I try my little dribble fun, try to think, alright, let's go skating, but he's not breaking, so nothing much is happening. I just see my man duck to the hoop, and I think, why not? We're running out of time. Let's just get the assist to finish it off. And that pretty much runs the time out, guys. Get the little impacted shot bonus at the end. Puts us up to a 486 game score, which is alright. It's not too bad. It's not too good. But we're not playing massive minutes, so can't argue. But yes, my shot selection and my shot timing left a lot to be desired in that second half. So much so that instead of 13 from 17, I'm 17 from 31. So I hit 4 from 14. 4 from 14 in the second half. Quality stuff. But we got the dub. Like I said, I was just goofing around more than anything. I'd see we were so far in front, and I thought, well, I'll try and get some entertaining footage, but not to be. Well, I don't know. Maybe the footage was still entertaining. So, we dominate the Raptors, we dominate the Jazz, we dominate all comers. And see that down the bottom there, guys, we have been promoted to starter, so now we're playing 40 minutes, which means that we should be getting some serious game scores. And what is their obsession about featuring layups in the highlight reel? That's actually a pretty cool looking layup, and I really had no right to make that. But
again, the one with an impressive layup. Probably be more reactions on the one back here, Professor Live. Stay with us.
And as I said, just want to quickly go in and show you that we have had our minutes adjusted and our role has been changed. We are now a starter. So that pretty much brings this video to an end, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to like and subscribe. Throw any of that feedback down in the comments. Let me know what you love, what you hate. I really am trying to find my feet with this, so any guidance is much appreciated. Love life, guys. I am out.